Good morning, peeps. Jenny Clouston here. Wasn't the moon absolutely amazing last night and this morning? When I woke up early, it was just, whoa. Okay, I am working on this little thing. It's looking good. I'm quite happy with it. Yes. Let's see. I wonder if I'm too close, too far away, where I am. Blah, blah, blah. I've still got a little thread hanging off here from the last lesson. Please excuse my nails. I really need to have them done. But, yeah. And I'm not wearing my splint. Anyway. So today, I'm hoping that lovely Jane and I, there is a Libby Durham, I don't know how to pronounce her surname, is a most amazing, loose kind of watercolorist here on the Sunshine Coast. And she is the artist in residence at Maroochydore Botanic Gardens today. So Jane and I lovely Jane and I are heading out there to obviously have a scone or two. That's why I'm chubby. And I'll see her work. So, yeah. Anyway, these are looking cute, these little doobies. These little daisies or whatever they are. I don't know, they're just like a flower, I suppose. And then I'm going to put little smallish ones scattered all around them. I think that's enough for there. Let's not travel on this white fabric. It's not great. I'm very early this morning, very early. And I can't see or hear one crow. Oh no. No way. Surely they don't hear me. That is so funny. I'm so laughing so hard at that crow that I don't yeah, anyway. Oh, Jennifer. Small things. I've actually got tears in my eyes from laughing so hard at those crows. Just saying that they're not there, and then next minute they're there. Oh dear. It's funny. It has been extraordinarily hot here on the Sunshine Coast over the last few days, and I'm wondering if we are not getting a little storm happening. I don't do storms very well, people, at all. Okay, now on this other little one, I'm just going to put all my little alts in the little thing. Now what I'm looking for is I'm wanting to do smallish, sort of in that same vein. Same kind of, let's see what happens. I do want a pearl number 12 or a chameleon, which is going to give me a pearl number 12. Now in the chameleon there's this beautiful green that I love. See, it'll show there and there. I wonder if it's going to be too much for the brain. Or should I go like a down green? You know what I'm saying? That's so thin though. What else came in that? That chameleon. Oh, look at that. I think I might try this, except that's like a pearl 16, this one. see what happens if I use this one. It might be a little bit too, anyway, my needle's too big for this, but we'll just bomb along, I say. Right, now this one I'm going to see if my husband had his surgery yesterday, Tuesday, I don't know, on his leg to remove the plate that they put in when he broke his ankle. So he's home, which is good, and everything's fine. And I hear you. Now these little daisy things that I'm going to add now to this, I'm getting so tiny and small, but I'm actually, weirdly enough, enjoying this kind of, I don't know, minute sort of stuff happening here. Okay, so I'm just going to do a tiny little one here. Those are those little cheeky miners. Okay, that's enough for now. What color little petals are we going to put in here? I just want to save this alt here quickly for later. Do I go? That's just too. That blue might be very pretty. Shall I try and use this blue? Because I quite fancy a little bit. Yeah, this is from that chameleon pack. I just love it. Let's see what happens if I use this. Might work, it might not. Who cares? Oh, this is called Peacock. Let's go slightly thinner. Now there's a lot of frayed bits of fabric there, so sorry, I'm just going to try and use this very fine needle because I want to get tiny little lazy daisies on here. Oh, the midges are biting me this morning. That's how early I am. Got it. So now, the reason why I'm going so small here is that I want to add a lot in, and I want to look at so it's a little, well, I don't know why I'm doing it. Yes, that's going to be perfect for me. It's such a pity that this is not going to show on this side, but maybe it will. You never know. So I am using a pearl number 12 from the chameleon thread, which, as I've told you before, is equivalent to a pearl 16 in other threads. However, if you don't have this, maybe you can use 2 strands of stranded cotton. That'll work as well. You see, it's going to sort of, these stitches are going to buckle on me. But let's see what happens, you know. The crows have moved off. I can hear them in the distance. Okay. How fiddly are these? They're actually quite cute. Oh, huts. Yes, that'll work. Now, I'm wondering if the green is too insipid up against the blue. But let's have a look and see what it looks like. So I'm going to pop that in there. Get the needle again. Do some more stems. Okay, so now I've got to come over here. So now this I don't even think is going to work on here. That was my main concern, was that when I came onto this green, I didn't know if that would have worked on here. Let me just go ahead and see what happens. Can you see the little midges flying around me? And it's weird because it is so unbelievably dry here. So dry. I'm just going to, once again, I've got this little bit of frayness here, which is going to upset me, my little flower, a little bit. So I just want to keep these very small, these little stab stitches tiny. I think the more I add in, the more you'll see them. Let's put her over here. There was another kind of blue. I might actually have a variation, I think. Well, this thing is so small. Sorry, I'm thinking aloud. This thing is so small, this little snippet, that it might not be worth. I'm really going old school with this little snippet, aren't I? Yes. I don't know if you remember that other one I'm working on, the little, what do you call it? The leaves for my brushes. Well, that's changed direction totally. Yep. It's not even a brush roll anymore. That's actually quite sweet with all the little bit of frayed edges around there. Yep. There you go. Now I'm wondering if I come up and around and have it up there, that's not enough of that. Oh, Jennifer, I've just tidied up all my threads in this basket that I carry. You know, I keep all my stuff for stitching outside. I've tidied it up. It's so impressive. It's all neat and tidy, and it'll be like that for a few days, and then back to the gemors that it is always. Oh, sorry. I went to lovely Jane today, and she's got her little, sewing room, and it's all so pretty and neat. She loves a container, and everything's containerized. You should see what mine looks like at the moment. It's all over the place again. Anyway, it's a nice creative mess, as my mom says. Come on, why is everything so fiddly today? Because I'm working small, hanging over it. Why am I keeping this so small today? And it's going through that little bit of lace there. Over she goes. And these midges are everywhere. I've got a knot in that thread now. She's just going to have to deal with it. Can you see it's pulling through there? Oh, I'm going through everything here. Come on. There you go. That should be the knot gone, I think. One more up here. I wonder if it can go back in the hoop now. It just kept popping out on me. And it is a good size hoop, actually. I mean, it's a nice quality hoop, that's what I'm saying. Now, Jerry Bellini, she asked me if I cover my hoops with fabric. And all purists do. I don't. One of the main reasons why I don't is, like my needles, I'm a needle snob, so I use a really good quality hoop, a Nerge most of the time, and with the result of that, it's not going to stain my work at all. Another reason why I don't do it is often I don't ever leave my work in my hoop, and another reason why I don't is that often the fabrics that I'm using are not going to be damaged by my hoop, so but all the purists most definitely do cover their hoops with a bit of fabric. Please be my guest. Sometimes I do have them covered, but that's more often than not that I've bought somebody's given me the hoop and it's had it on, or I've bought it from an op shop, thrift store. Yes. So I don't know about you guys, but when I immigrated to Australia so many years ago, the op shops in Australia were incredible. Now I just find they've changed. First of all, they're very, very full, and often they do not even take donations. But weirdly enough, they've got quite pricey, and I don't know why that is. I read an article the other day that op shops and thrift stores are very full because of fast fashion. Everybody buys cheaper clothes, and then because it's cheap, and then they sort of discard it. But anyway, Haptic and Hugh, my favorite podcast, they talk about fast fashion on one of Jo talks about fast fashion on one of her podcasts. How's that looking? It's looking terribly cute, I think. All right. Well, I think this is working for me, and I'm going to go and do what I'm going to do, because I'm going to beat a lovely Jane shortly. Let's take this out my hoop, end this little thread off, and I've enjoyed my morning. It's very early here. I didn't think I'd be able to film it because it was so early and dark. Little midges flying around. Oh man, I'm happy with this. It's looking very, very nice. Okay, thank you so much for your time, and bye for now.